Hello, everybody, and welcome to our final game here on the ACC Network for Week 5. We have an exciting matchup today between Coastal Carolina coming into Bowser's Castle to take on UMass. I'm joined by Lyra. Let's have a good game.
Hello. What the hell is that boot texture?
The boot texture? The first thing you questioned was the boot texture, or?
Hey, listen, I've been doing textures for the past couple days. That thing's scaring me.
That's fair. All right, Mario with a slap
Bowser's
hit out to
Castle
left
is red.
center.
Oh no, what else is new?
We got Fire Bro up to bat. For Coastal, launches one deep right field. That's got the distance.
Early attempt here.
Oh, no, that's going to be gone.
Wow, that is gone.
Wow, just too much height on it for the Mies.
Congratulations for Fire Bro there. The Mies just didn't get there in time, I don't think, honestly.
Yeah, they were just late. I think in the Mii jump, the Magnet Hands might have pulled that in, but unfortunate for UMass. They're already down 2-0
here. An eventful game day 5 it's been this week so far.
Very eventful.
Almost 3/4 of the way through. We still have a team at 4-0, a team at 5-0. Coastal Carolina looking to improve their record. UMass trying to get just a little bit better there.
Now that is Waiter for Coastal.
Absolutely. Thankfully, I do not
believe
either of these teams. We had a couple games, I believe, yesterday where we had like 3 teams that were 0-4 to start the season.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Mountain West. All three of the 8 teams.
Despite being considered the Mickey Mouse Conference before the draft started or after,
everybody has a win.
Everybody has a win here. Currently UMass 0-2 in conference though, so looking to see if they can pull off their first conference win here today against Coastal Carolina, one of the favorites teams in this league, and certainly within the ACC.
Yeah, Coastal coming off a dominant performance against North Carolina last week. Fern on the mound.
Battle of the Carolinas was easily won for sure.
Yeah. Fern, who pitched a complete game, only allowing 3 hits that entire game, which was a very impressive pitching performance so far. Definitely in the conversation
it's so hard to see
pitcher and Mii of the year.
But especially from a Mii. I mean, I know they have high stamina, but still.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of luck and a lot of bad team to pitch a complete game, if I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Okay, now I see what you're saying about the boot texture.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
It's like the void.
It's like a black hole.
That shit's going to be in my nightmares tonight.
Meanwhile, that green shell is going to be in MrGamecube nightmares tonight.
For sure. I gotta say, UMass has way more drip with the stadium and character textures than they have any.
Action. The drip, unfortunately, has not translated to wins outside of their one win against Fresno State.
Football team too. Ooh.
All right. So, oh god,
Look at him!
It's even worse up close.
His teeth are black. Why are his teeth black?
He had too much candy for Halloween.
Aqua Waiter with the dive there. GDB up to bat. Too much candy for Halloween? Dude, if you're eating enough candy to make your teeth black, I am concerned on so many levels.
I mean, it's enough candy to turn them black, but it's not enough for them to just completely fall out yet. So you could say he's hit the sweet spot.
I honestly would warrant an investigation into the neighborhood in which you went trick-or-treating if your teeth turn black after trick-or-treating.
That is valid concern.
Like they're putting like hyper condensed cartoon sugar into that shit.
Yeah.
Awful. Funky Kong not able to put the work in, get it over the wall, and
their sugar was siphoned from the Candy Kingdom of Adventure Time. Meanwhile, great outfield work.
ACC is kind of a weird conference right now, for sure, though. I mean, Florida State was 2-2 heading into today. North Carolina also 2-2 heading into today. UMass with an 0-2 conference record, but still had a decent win out in cross-conference games in the first couple weeks. Meanwhile, Virginia on top of the entire league right now with
they had a very
4-0 going into match day 5.
A very concerning performance in their last game against Rutgers, but they did manage to get the W.
All right, well, I didn't want to spoil it, but yeah, Virginia up 5-0. No other team has currently completed that feat. Marshall will have their chance to defeat Illinois today or tomorrow, I believe, if they want to stay in the undefeated category at the end of match day 5. But
All right, runner on first for
Atlantic
Red
Coast
Toad
is a very tight race.
Yeah.
You've got a couple overperforming teams for sure. North Carolina 2-2, Sacred Heart 3-1 going into match day 5.
And then you have UMass at 1-3.
Well, it's hard to tell whether
and
they're
Rutgers
underperforming or not. Rutgers
I mean,
is underperforming in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Rutgers
I would say
is a better
Rutgers
team than 1-4.
Right. They definitely have a really good slap core.
I think it's just who they're getting matched up against and the luck that they're having. I think they're definitely the kind of team that can go 8-8. But
we'll see how they
we'll
do
just
next
have to
week.
see.
We'll see what happens next week when they play Sacred Heart.
For sure. And as I said in the Discord, like, this league has to be thought of more as a war of attrition. That might be against the wall. That's got a grand slam for Firebro.
That is 2 home runs this game, and he is already the forerunner for the MVP in this game. My goodness.
Electric.
Yeah. The me was able to jump in time, but it was still too high.
The me will come out here into Boo.
That was Penny Hardaway on the mound who just stepped off. Ooh, nice buddy toss, but will not amount to an out.
All right. A lot of work for nothing there. Calm it down.
A lot of work for nothing. By the way, here is Boo on the mound. Also rocking the black hole texture.
Waiter isn't going to get there in time. Too high.
He is 2 for 2.
First out.
He's 0 for 2 at bat, but he is 2 for 2 for weight room moments.
2 for 2 in my heart.
We respect the attempt, though.
If he's Teal Waiter, does that make him Twitter?
I think that makes him. I think that makes him a tater. Tater?
Mees have 2 good hits in a row here. And now a third me up to bat. Wow, Coastal Carolina really loves their Mees, huh? Really can't get anything else there. I will say, if anything, the beginning of this season has proved to be interesting in such a frustrating way. And this is not me complaining, of course, but interesting in the fact that, like, there are a lot of teams that in people's minds should be performing poorly, that are performing average or above average.
And then so teams performing that are expected to perform fairly well or excellent have been
well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying nobody really wants to sell after these first couple weeks. All the selling has already been done in preseason and like match day 1. So
everybody's trying to
see people slowly move down to stuff like 2 and 8 in order to start thinking, maybe it's time for me to hang up the coat rack and go again next season.
Right.
Which is interesting because
you're gonna start seeing teams selling off like their heavy hitters that they're not looking to keep, while trying to get to that 5-win threshold to hopefully retain some players.
Well, some people, they're not going to want to retain anybody at this point.
Meanwhile, Walu charges one deep to right center. That is down for a base hit.
Good hit from Walu there. Purple me up to bat. Slap on that
Gojo,
first
who
hit.
slapped
Drinks,
right to
magnet hands, double play. Good drink.
Well done there. Out to bat is Red Toad, sporting the Coastal Teal.
It's looking like
that one.
Fast
Oh,
bobble.
bobble
From the Drink does get Red Toad on base despite Drink's best efforts.
If I had a nickel
Now
for every Shy Guy
Mario.
bobble I've seen today, I'd have 3 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened that many times today.
Listen, if Mario can get on base here, Fire Bro's back up.
That's true. He lines one right up the middle.
That isn't Chem necessarily, but 2 runners on base for Fire Bro means if he hits it out of the park
He's
here,
done it
it'll
without
be
Chem
3
before.
more runs.
Oh,
And
but
that's gonna
bad
be
contact.
a line
Right
drive.
to Penny Hardaway.
That's why I say if, so nobody can accuse me of commentator's curse, man.
Big if. So now I guess the question is, when Coastal comes back up to bat, do they score 6 runs?
Why would they want to? Why would they?
Well, their first inning they scored 2, then they scored 0. Then the third inning they scored 4, then they scored 0. So it stands to reason they would score 6 runs.
I don't think that's how that works. King Boo's certainly going to put something on
But
the board
he is
there. 2 runs in the corner.
And that is why you do not call him King Fraud in the ACC.
Void King Boo.
Sends that ball
2
to
up
the
on
void.
the board. It's a 4-run game here for UMass. You know, this is really what Boston, Massachusetts looks like, by the way. It looks
Everything's
just like this.
red and on fire?
Yeah. And there's lava pouring. Yeah.
I'll be sure never to visit.
Boston slander.
Ooh, Funky swings on the star pitch.
Funky, that's a double play.
Well done by Waiter. It's gonna bring up. Let's see, who is this for?
I don't know which green me this is.
See, this is UMass, so I think this is Momo, because Sacred Heart has all the other green me's. Now, for the final out of the inning.
Greedy Sacred Heart with 3 green me's.
All right, we got Gold Chip up to bat. Lines one up the middle for a base hit.
So, match day 5 is 3/4 of the way over. Any performances that you have seen that blew your mind away?
I think it wasn't so much the performance, I would say. It would be more of the lack thereof of performance on Virginia's part. At home on Daisy Cruiser, only able to put up 4 runs on Rutgers in a very close game.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're going to have those bad days.
You're going to have those bad days, so I wouldn't exactly call it a concern, but it is maybe something that needs to be looked at, something adjusted in the lineup or the fielding, but still a win is a win.
They just need a batting coach, for real. But I want to talk about
Fern lines one deep right center. Ooh, that looks like Gold Chip didn't go home, but she will still make it in time. That is a 7-2 lead for Coastal, as Boo is exhausted.
For Waluigi to continue the slap hitting there. He is going to get it out into the outfield.
And that Pow's going to hit dry bones. That's going to bring in a second run.
The runners. So that is people on second and third with no outs. Boo is out.
That was a great
King Boo.
That was a great POW item by Gojo on the item cannon there.
Absolutely. Didn't hit any of the base runners. That's what I was really thinking was going to happen there.
Got it just out of the infield.
Great line drive. That's going to score 2 more. Oh, no. Waluigi stayed.
Fern unfortunately tagged, so Waluigi was like at third base as the ball was coming down. Fern was still on the base, so he will not advance, but it's still a 10-2 lead as Toad will slap. That will get down and bring Waluigi home.
Toad doesn't have the wheels.
A throw. Ooh.
Okay, their first
That'll be the first
there.
out. Still a 11-2 game. Wario charges this one deep, but caught by the me in the outfield, Mau Mau, bringing back Fire Bro.
This is the kind of game you want to see if you're Coastal Carolina. Really got to bump up that run differential for if it ever matters.
Absolutely.
You know,
As Firebro, another deep fly ball.
Middle. That's 2 runs.
If there was ever a doubt.
3 homers on the night for Firebro on Bowser's Castle, no less.
So I think he's broke the 200 mark on the MVP score, and with another 2-run RBI home run.
The MVP score for tonight, I'm concerned Firebro might be the MVP of the conference.
That is very true. Gold Chip back up to bat as match
do wonder how we're going to do awards this year. That is going to be the end of the inning.
Do you think we have to do like most valued player across each conference, and then like an overall MVP?
I'd like to see most of the awards probably split up by conference, and then like any of the important ones overall, maybe.
Okay.
Because it's just so hard to tell, you know.
Right.
But we'll have to see.
As Penny Hardaway shows fun.
Is definitely trying to make sure that they are being considered heavily for top 10.
Ooh, that green shell nails Gojo. But what a play by Fern to get the ball. Gojo gets to first to make the out. Absolutely. But it does advance Blue Madge to second, bringing up the drink.
Coastal Carolina was a pretty hard lock for the top 12 in the preseason. Has fallen down a bit, did not get many votes after game day 3, so this is the kind of game they want to see if they want to be considered in the power rankings the next time it comes around, for sure.
Yeah. They had a very unfortunate loss.
Like UMass, it's such a powerful performance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is also Coastal's first game with double-digit runs on the board. As that was, I believe,
it is true.
Who was that? Who was that for their lineup? That was Damian Lillard with a line drive just over the drink for a base hit. Oh, no, sorry. That was...
No, that was Dame time.
Yeah.
That is a double play, though.
That advances Ritter, but...
Fortunate hitting from the purple me, but now there's only one on base here. Let's see if Walu can bring Ritter home or if it's going to be the end of the inning here.
Wouldn't hate to see a star swing here, but you can only guess. Waluigi charges, lines one left, and that one goes foul.
That was close. I thought he was going to catch that straight up.
Swings.
That is going to get down, and Ritter goes home off of that. 14-2. And King Boo is out. That could be really bad. Green Drybones, is he in the outfield?
Yeah, he was in the outfield, so that is outfield compromise.
Yeah, that's right field destroyed.
Yeah.
Unless that's a green MrGamecube. I don't think it is.
No, that is red Madge, I believe.
That's
as Waluigi round. Ooh, just changed his mind at the last second, but does make it back to second base before they get the ball in field. Bringing up Red Toad. Takes that curveball inside for strike one. Star pitch from Green Drybones. Toad slaps.
Doesn't matter.
That is not going to get down in the inning. All right, so I think this game brings up an interesting conversation. As it is typical in this league, we do not use the mercy rule. What are your thoughts on that?
It's necessary because the very fact that we have any rules in place in any of these Sluggers leagues that depends on run differential means that
you have to give the other team a fair shot at.
You have to give the other team a fair shot, and you have to give those teams that are dominating in games a fair shot to earn as much as they have in them in order to make it matter at the end of the season. And the real big thing is, why would I willingly want to end the game early? I want to see all 7 innings. I paid the full ticket, right?
I mean, did you?
No, I got in for free.
Drybones, though, lining one to center field. By the way, just want to talk about
to NCAASL off of a Russian piracy website. bad contact from
Security.
Funky. He's had a pretty bad night this night.
Yes,
It's an unfortunate night for Funky Kong, and that's really who you want to not be hitting poorly.
By the way, we were talking about the mercy rule when this happened, but a phenomenal catch by Toad at center field. He got hit by the fire from the Bowser statue, then attacked a bomb thrown by King Bomb and still made the catch.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, Mario slaps. Ooh, not great contact. That'll be a grounder to King Boo for the first out. Bringing up Firebro, who's had a phenomenal performance on the day.
Absolutely. Let's see what he can do here. But honestly, I won't be disappointed either way.
I think he's trying, at the very least. He's charging.
He's charging on third.
Oh,
that's
but that
straight to King Boo. Terrible contact there, and that's going to be 2 outs.
Very unfortunate there.
Well,
but
regardless, UMass likely does not have it in them to bring back this 12-run lead, and it looks very good for Coastal Carolina. They had a win against RPI, and then a loss to UCF and a loss to Harvard.
Yeah, I think that
really
loss to
hurting
UCF.
their publicity, but now they've had a shutout versus UNC and this dominant performance against UMass, despite the fact that these teams are not being held in high regard, these opponent teams. I do think it's going to look upon them very favorably here. UMass has one last chance here. 2 outs left in order to get something else on the board.
As Madge lines this one to center field. Oh, that is blue Madge, not red Madge.
Yeah, that is blue Madge, yes.
Yeah. So either way, the chemistry in the outfield was compromised. Anyway, Penny Hardaway up to bat. Charges. Lines one deep left center.
Hit.
That's got the height. No, it's going to hit the cauldron.
Wow.
As
what a
blue
hit
item
there.
phases it through.
And blue Madge does get to third there. It's a hell of a double.
2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out.
In that case, the high wall's actually
worked
out for them. Oh, the double play. That is the game, ladies and gentlemen. UMass goes to 1-4 with a negative 18 run differential, while Coastal Carolina improves to 3-2 with a plus 17 run differential. 2-1 in the conference.
Oh, wow. Okay. Only a 180 in batting. That was a little less than what I was expecting, but still phenomenal performance.
Firebro has instantly put himself in the conversation for one of the MVPs of this conference. 3 homers in the night and 3-5 overall is simply ridiculous.
Absolutely fantastic performance you want to see from your from the bro on your team.
By the way, Coastal Carolina now second in the conference with only in-conference games. Unless I am smoking weed.
You could be, but you could also still be correct. But,
I'm pretty sure I'm correct. I think they're tied for second. Well,
all right.
It has been an enjoyable and short game here in Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Lyra. This is GameCube. We'll see you next time.